Welcome to the Rich Club channel. Before viewing, please like the video, write a comment and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, let's go! Hello everyone, today Toyota will show an electric car with a solid-state battery and fast charging up to 10 minutes, and Tesla will begin to capture the Indian market. Volkswagen company releases an autonomous charging robot. About this and much more today. Friends, tradition, don't forget about your powerful likes and of course leave a few comments in the video. Because YouTube promotes the least videos bros and I want to give more content regularly. In general, thank you so much for your activity. Let's go! Toyota will introduce an electric car with a solid-state battery and fast charging next year. They stated working on solid-state batteries back in 2017. Their task is to do this. New reports on Toyota's plans say that Toyota will introduce a car with a next-generation battery as early as next year. And this technology is a panacea for the shortcomings faced by modern electric vehicles. For conventional lithium-ion batteries that give a relatively short distance on a single charge and of course a long charging time. Toyota plans to become the first company to sell an electric car with a solid-state battery in early 20s, and next year they will show a real prototype. The reports claim that new batteries provides a range of 500 km and charging in just 10 minutes. Of course, today we will talk about a Volkswagen because they show a prototype of a new autonomous charging robot for electric cars, and this is already a real working prototype and not just cartoons. Let me remind you that they showed an idea last year. They had a vision of this robot that equipped with a DC charging system and could grab a new battery packs that are connected to them and then deliver them to the parked cars in order for them to receive autonomous charging. The concept has become an interesting solution to the problem of charging in large residential complexes. After Musk tweeted that the company will enter the Indian market and will definitely do so within a year and more, he says that the company will first start its sales activities. They may consider assembling and manufacturing in India, depending on the country's response to their cars. In 5 years, India will become the #1 car manufacturing center. Tesla will begin its operations in India with the launch of the Model 3, the most affordable car in the economic line. The Times reported that the reservation of the Model 3 could begin as early as next month. Alright, let's talk about how Tesla will make a compact car that will outsell all competition with a price tag below $25,000. How soon can we expect this to happen? But there is more that goes into it that affects when possibly Tesla will be making a compact car below $25,000. Tesla Model 3 is Tesla's best-selling car with a starting price of $37,990. Before incentives, it's a great car for all everyday driving needs, but to the majority of people who only need a car to get to the work and back, and for everyday errands, spending $37,000 on the car is still too much. For a vast majority of people, to build a car that is truly meant for the masses, that will greatly accelerate the world towards sustainable energy, which has been and continues to be Tesla's goal, you'll need an electric car that's under $25,000. This will enable the vast majority of people to buy an electric car to fulfill their everyday driving needs and maybe even longer trips. If you look at how much an average gas car costs today without all the fancy bells and whistles, you're looking at around $19,000 or $25,000, so having a car that sits in this price range will be greatly increase Tesla sales and enable most people to switch to an electric car in a very short time. But here's the thing, the technology needed for a car like that does not exist yet, but it's right around the corner. The new batteries that Tesla will most likely unveil on the battery day will enable Tesla to make a compact car for less than $25,000. Making affordable electric car but reducing the size alone won't cut the price enough. With a smaller size, the size of a battery pack will also shrink, which means fewer batteries and less range, with the price of batteries coming down and soon reaching below $100 per kilowatt hour. This combined with a smaller battery pack could bring the price below $25,000. For instance, a 40 kWh battery pack that could offer approximately 200 miles of range or 320 kilometers for everyday commutings. This is more than enough range for the most people, and if you're able to plug in the car every day, the range will never be an issue, unless you are planning a longer trip, in which case you will not be using a compact car. Anyway, in most cases, most of us tend to just rent a bigger vehicle for those longer trips, for extra safety and cargo space, but even with 200 miles of range, you could do longer trips, and once the charging network expands further and becomes more widely available with new batteries on the horizon. Now I will tell you when it's possible for Musk to release this Tesla model. Most likely, the electric car will be able for purchase by the beginning of 2022, but everything can change radically given the super profits of Tesla in 2020. In 2020, Tesla earned $331 million, which is 131% more than last year. The company's revenue grew by 39%. In addition, by the end of the quarter, Tesla had accumulated a cash cushion of $14.5 billion, which fully covers the company's debts. But so far, the cheapest option from Tesla remains the Model 3 with a price of $37,000. Now you will learn about this model. The official debut of the production car took place on March 31, 2016 at the Tesla factory in Fairmont, where thousands of spectators gathered in front of the stage from which Musk was broadcasting. The image from the projector was displayed directly on one of the walls of the factory, and the projector itself was powered from the Model 3. And it doesn't matter that almost all the extras consisted of Tesla employees and journalists, the show was in case successful. And the excitement on the occasion of the release of the new product was serious. In the first day after the opening of the pre-order of the car, 180,000 copies were reserved. For a moment, this is more than the company Tesla has sold electric cars in the entire history. In 2 weeks, about 370,000 Model 3 sedans were booked, which at the time had not even started mass production. Does it remind you of anything?
Friends, write in the comments if you like this video, and of course don't forget about the likes and comments. Thank you very much for your activity. See you soon in the next video.